Alright, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to some more Cold War. I hope everybody had a good 4th of July weekend, and to all my viewers outside the US, I hope you had a good normal weekend. I wound up taking this weekend to sit down and unlock Dark Aether for this AMP63 here. I know I should have done this a while ago, like after I unlocked it, but I just never got around to it. Now, after having done this, I think I'm pretty confident in saying I'm kinda done with Dark Aether for right now. I mean, I've said it before and I'll say it again, it's not that the challenge is difficult, it's just, it's so time consuming and so repetitive, and I literally just don't want to do it anymore. I'll talk about that in a little bit. But real quick, before we get started here, if you do enjoy this video, definitely be sure to leave a like. And if you're new and you haven't yet, then subscribe and stick around. Anyway, yeah, I'm not really sure what I'm gonna title this video, but if it's along the lines of what I'm thinking, you probably already know. I actually almost rage quit halfway through this challenge. Not because I was really struggling, mind you, that's the worst part. Like, it's not like I was dying or like having a hard time completing some facet of these challenges. I've done Dark Aether for so many weapons, it's like fucking clockwork at this point, you know? This is gonna sound really weird, but the reason I find Dark Aether such a pain in the ass at this point is I've almost become too good at it. Meaning that, like, I have certain routines that I do when I play through zombies. I do all this on Die Machine. I don't know if there's a better map for it, but this is just how I've been doing it. Also, yeah, here they are, by the way. Here's the Dark Aether AMP63s. I got them running akimbo. I haven't seen a whole lot of people doing this, actually. I'm wondering if they nerfed it or something, but... I don't understand why the fuck the flinch knocks that shot over. That's so absurd. But yeah, basically, like, through, I'd say, the first, I don't know, 10 to 12 rounds, I have literal beats at which I want to have certain point totals so that I can, like, progress through and, like, have things, you know, pack-a-punched in different perks. Basically, just so I can get through rounds 1 through 20 to 25, depending on how many megatons spawn, in as an efficient manner as possible. Dude, I can't. Now, the problem with this is that when it doesn't happen, like, exactly the way that I want it to, I get really frustrated. Like, there was this one point in one of the runs I was doing, right? I was 400 points. That's it. 400 points off of where I wanted to be by, like, I don't know, I think it was round 8. I was 400 points off of where I wanted to be. That's like 2 zombies worth. And literally, I considered quitting the game. Like, I actually considered quitting and starting all the way from the beginning just because of that. And that's not the only instance of that happening to me either. Like, it was like round 10 or round 11 and I just wound up just going down at random, which normally isn't that big of a deal, except I'd literally just bought one of my perks, and one perk's not that much. It's like, what, 2,500 points or whatever? I lost one perk and same deal. I actually almost just quit the game. Rather than just take that minor inefficiency and understand that this is a PvE game mode and it literally doesn't matter, I actually just almost rage quit the game. I didn't want to put up with it. Dude, this lobby is fucking miserable. What is happening here? All right, and we're on to the next one. Anyway, long story short of that whole fucking thing, basically, I think I'm done with Dark Aether for now. Unless, like, something else comes out that I really want to, like, get it for. I mean, I don't know if I really want to get it for this LMG, and I'm probably not going to really want it for this AR either. So unless they add something mid-season that I, like, really care about, I'm probably not going to bother with it anymore. Well, not anymore, but just, like, for right now. Because the thing with Dark Aether was I went for it instead of going for, like, Dark Matter Ultra, for example, because I knew that with, like, the skill-based matchmaking being the way that it is and just the general flow of the multiplayer, I was never ever going to want to sit down and actually get Dark Matter. So I picked Dark Aether because I figured it would be the more enjoyable option. But if I'm going to sit there and get frustrated beyond belief at a PvE game mode that I'm literally playing with the sound off and, like, watching something else in the background, like, if that's the experience, then what's the point of even putting up with it? You know what I mean? So I don't know, maybe I'll do a couple more here and there depending on what comes out, but for right now, it's on hold, I guess. I feel like these things are inaccurate as all fuck. Do I have these set up wrong? Oh my god, I didn't even realize that was a person. The fucking dot over his head blended into the map. What the fuck, dude? Let me zoom in, man. Come on, why is it so slow? There was nothing I was gonna do about that at all. Holy shit. Oh, what? How does that miss? That's absurd. So anyway, something interesting that I got up to. Randomly, I got invited to play Civ 6 or Civilization 6 for anybody who doesn't know about those games. I gotta say, man, never in my life have I felt quite so inadequate at a video game. Like, I somehow managed to spend like 3 entire hours playing a game, and the entire duration of this session, I actually had no idea what the fuck was going on. I don't know what it is about Civilization. I've tried to get into that game on a number of occasions, and I just can't do it. What? Dude, there's no way on the planet you can justify that he deserves that kill. My team was literally spawning right there. And then people ask me why I don't want to play this game anymore. Like, do you need more explanation? Dude, I can't handle these hit markers, man. I really can't. I don't know. The thing with Civilization, I've tried to get into it a couple of different times, and the problem with it every time is, like, I just don't really know what to go for in those games. I'm not usually bad at strategy games, mind you. Like, StarCraft, yeah, I'm not great at it, but I'm okay. Even games like XCOM and shit like that, right? Like, I'm not horrible at these games. It's just, with those games, I know what I need to do to win. Like, with XCOM, there's a mission, and you have to kill the aliens and do all that kind of stuff and protect as many of your guys as possible. Or with StarCraft, the idea is you have to destroy your opponent's base and then you win the game, right? But with Civ, like, I don't really understand the win condition. Like, I know what happens when you win the game. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but like, there's something about the sequence of events that leads to you winning a game of Civilization that doesn't add up in my head. And then when I'm sitting there doing my turns, especially like at the beginning of the game, I never really know what it is I'm supposed to be doing at any given moment. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like whenever I play Civ, I'm just wasting so much time because I just don't know like what the correct things to be doing are, which is a direct result of me not really understanding how like the different actions in the game relate to the win conditions, I guess. And I'm not saying that these aren't things I could learn. Like, I'm sure I could go fucking look up some YouTube videos and, you know, figure out how like different resources relate to different things you build, and then this is how you get to the end of the game and win in like the most efficient manner possible. But I actually have so little interest in learning the game on that level. It's a game I really just want to play with my friends and stuff, you know what I mean? It's not really something where I'm gonna sit here and try and become ultra efficient at it or anything. So I don't know. I mean, I'll probably keep playing it with them because, like, you know, it's always fun playing a game with your friends, even if you're really bad at it. But I just found it interesting because, like, I don't usually feel that useless in games, even when I'm bad at them. Oh my god, I died because I got stuck on a trash can. Like, a good example is Counter-Strike, right? When I play Counter-Strike, I am a fucking terrible Counter-Strike player. I am way too Call of Duty brain to be any good at that game at any point ever. I'm too aggressive. I don't understand the whole peeking corner shit. I just want to run around and shoot at people, right? A decade and a half of playing Call of Duty has just wired me the wrong way. You know what I mean? But when I play Counter-Strike with my friends, like, I mean, yeah, it's still fun, but when I play, I still kind of know what I'm doing, you know? Like, I understand, okay, I need to do the bomb, I need to sit here. Like, I don't feel completely useless, I just feel, you know, not as useful as I could be. Also, I don't know how the fuck that guy didn't die from that. I don't know, it's a really interesting experience. Like, I'm not bad at that many video games, you know? At least not that bad. Civilization is one of the few video games that I can confidently say I'm actually just objectively horrific at. It's like Civ and most fighting games, I just can't wrap my head around. Anyway, I don't know how the fuck I got from unlocking Dark Aether to playing Civilization, but you guys get my point, right? Anyway, I think I'll wrap this one up here. I know this game's been kind of lacking for content. I think what I'm gonna do is go back and try some of these different weapons. Like, obviously I've got the DLC weapons, which I've never used. I should try and level these up a little bit, but even beyond that, like, also I've seen some people talking about this and I kind of agree. At some point I should probably go back and start playing Modern Warfare's multiplayer again, since, I mean, I know I hate that multiplayer and I hate the way it works and I hate the FOV and all that shit, but the point was made that that multiplayer has the engine that like the next COD and in theory like most future CODs are gonna be on. So it'd probably be good to like refamiliarize myself with it, you know? Because like, yeah, I've got a pretty good grasp of Cold War's movement and mechanics, but honestly, we're probably never gonna see him again. But yeah, that's about it. As always, if you did enjoy this video, definitely be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you want to come back for more content. That's about it. I'll see you guys in the next one.